Welcome, 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 all my beautiful people. All of ya, all of ya, all of ya. So good to be with you guys on this Thursday night, my favorite night of the week. Hello, Kingsley Hutchinson. Hello, Julia Parsley, Ada, or Alda, Jacqueline, Marilee, Thomas Connor. Awesome, awesome. Welcome everybody to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe online open mic on this Thursday night. Uh, it is me, La Bruja, Caridad de la Luz, your high priestess of poetry, your hostess with the mostest. Yep, if you're ready for some poetry, say ho. If you're ready for some eurytry, say yer. We have a long list of open micers tonight, and I want to make sure we get everybody on. Everyone has 4 minutes max to do your thing. Let everyone know how to follow you. This has just been, this has been our community to really be our authentic selves, share our work, connect on a whole other level than I ever thought we ever could. So if it's your first time ever, 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 you let me know and I will sing the Pop the Cherry song for you. If you got some new shit, let us know and we will yell new shit. And Thursday night is the best night for me because anything goes. Not anything, no hate speech and shit like that, but just about anything goes. Anything with love pretty much goes. All styles are welcome here. We do comedy, monologues, poetry, music, and all of that good stuff. Let me open up the room. Let me see all my peoples. Let's unmute and see who is here.
I'm here. Hi.
Good.
What's going on?
Hey,
How are you doing?
Yo, what up?
You.
See you again, everyone.
Hey.
Hi, the Bruja.
Feeling better than last week.
Hello,
What up,
everyone.
what up?
Shalom, Bruja, baby.
Yes. We had a nice reunion on Tuesday. We did the Hot Poet Supper. A lot of us were there. Marissa saying it's her first time. Okay. I know you just want me to pop your cherry. But I'm going to put this list in the chat so everybody could see what is good. And let's thank our sponsors because without them, we couldn't do this. National Endowment for the Arts, Council on the Arts, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, New York Community Trust. And if you'd like to make a donation, go to neweurekan.org/contribute. I also want to thank everybody for your patience last week. I was in a dark place, losing my friend to suicide, and thank you for holding space for me, and for understanding. Today we're gonna keep it light. I'm feeling better. I feel more grounded. Mourning is a process, but you have helped me feel so good. So thank you so much for that. The anniversary of 9/11 is coming on Saturday. And one of my most famous poems was WTC. I did that on Def Poetry Jam years ago. And I'm trying to release the audio book of the poetician WTC 20 years later on Saturday. So wish me luck. I hope I get it all together so I can release it all to you. Thank you, Marilee. So sweet. The first person up tonight is Michael Sindler. So let's see what's good with Michael.
Well, that never happens. I'm going to, as always, start off saying everybody should check out lighthousewriters.org. A lot of neat stuff going on there. Queer Creatives is tomorrow night. And next week is the Writing in Color. There's some amazing things coming up for free or very little. And new classes are starting. Yeah, I am very glad that healing is happening. On the other hand, I'm gonna read something that I was gonna read last week, but I was like, whoa, maybe I'm not gonna go there. So I hope you're in a space where this is okay.
Oh, now I'm really, really curious. Bring it
Okay.
on, Michael Sindler. Let it all hang out. Let's go.
It's called Gone. A boy I never met is gone. An old friend's child since grown to manhood. I could not say his age, merely guess by decade and place him in late 30s. I do not remember or perceive if I ever knew his name, but still my heart grieves. Is this sadness for a cipher, for long separated parents, for unlived possibilities? How did they raise him? Which one was he closest to? Which one did he long for? Who would he call when he felt small in a too large world? I don't know how or where or why he died, the circumstance of destiny, an accident or long illness, or by his own hand, in loving arms, or all alone. It matters not on either side of this void where echoes are muted. He is gone, and that can't be changed. Gone, and I do not even know his name. So yeah, that was something I thought probably didn't want to do last week. So this is something a little bittersweet and oldie, but a little less dreary than the last one. It's called 20. I was 20. You were 17. You gave me a poem and asked, what does this mean? What it meant then, it doesn't now. Doesn't matter anyhow. Now I'm 60, time has passed. What did it mean? I dare not ask. Was there an answer, a question, a clue? Or was it simply me and only you? I was 20, you were 17. You gave me a poem and asked, what does this mean? And with a triolet, a weekend fling. I heard her say as she walked by, it wasn't just a weekend fling. Spoken sadly with a soft sigh. I heard her say as she walked by, gave no clue to what she implied, and thus she left me wondering. I heard her say as she walked by, it wasn't just a weekend fling. Okay, thank y'all very much.
All right, Michael Sindler. You know, you could have read that poem last week. It was, you know, it's all good. And it's timeless. You could do it anytime. And and it wasn't just a weekend fling. Thank you, Michael Sindler. All right. Well, Matthew Marroquin is on the list to be next, but I don't see him in the room. So we're going to go to Catman Bill. How's the Catman?
Meow, meow, meow. So let me get into it. You know, those moments in our lives that we never forget. I remember as a child when JFK was assassinated. But I remembered that 9/11, not only what I did that day, but what I intended to do to help out, which was to put my asbestos bodysuit by the door, my heavy-duty black boots with steel-tipped boots, and I had a double face mask with 2 filters, and I had intended to somehow get down there to physically help out. But I also had an outbreak of bronchitis at the time, and I just couldn't do it. Months later, when I looked at the mask that I was set to wear, I noticed that there was a big tear right under the nose, which means that had I gone down there, I probably wouldn't be alive today. So that mask saved me, and my bronchitis saved me. So, anyways, I'm going to do a song. I was going to do something for Marissa Prada because I know she needs to hear smut, but I'm not going to do smut tonight, and she's not even on anyway. So I mean, I would be smutting away for nothing. But I'll do a song I wrote called "Song of Greta Thunberg," and it was taken from her speech at the UN. Now, just a little intro to that. A few years ago, I walked out of my back steps and I noticed a little centipede on the railing. And we looked at each other. Centipedes' heads can turn. And I thought that he was looking at me. So I left him alone. And on the second day, I went out and he was still sitting there. And this time I wanted to bring him up to a higher level so the cats wouldn't get at him. So I let him crawl on my fingers and I moved him up the railing. On the third day, I went out there and he was gone. And I looked down on the ground and he had passed and his time had come. So I picked him up and I put him in his little esophagus here. And I frequently take him when I perform this song called Song of Greta Thunberg. I am Greta, I'm just 16. I should be in school today. Instead I stand here before you, disappointed with your stagnant ways. We have come here to let you know that change is coming soon. People throughout the world will tell you the planet is almost doomed. Mass extinction all around us. We're not here to beg you to care for our future, as you have ignored us all too soon. 20 years or more have come and gone with your climate change conferences. 100 million barrels of daily crude pumped into the air like food. This road of madness that we're on, with many species now extinct, you have failed us with your preaching. You stand there with your open mouth and blink. Some people say that I should be in school, that I should be a climate scientist, learning what none of you will listen of poisoning emissions. The climate crisis is now resolved. We have all the facts we need. The Paris conference said it well, but you have failed to stop this greed. We have come here to let you know that change is coming soon. People throughout the world will tell you the planet is almost doomed. I am Greta, I'm just 16. I should be in school today. Instead I stand here before you, disappointed with your stagnant ways. Thank you.
Catman Bill, thank you. Sweet, sweet Greta, ahead of her time, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's so bold and so, steadfast in her beliefs at such a young age. It's so impressive. So thank you, Catman Bill, for
She's 19 now.
19 now. Wow. Did she graduate high school or they just gave her an honorary degree?
She's already professor now, probably.
She needs to teach people about climate change, boy, because look at the storm we just had. I almost got swept away on the FDR in my car. That was crazy. So thank you, Greta, for letting the world know. Thanks, Catman Bill.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's move on to Nick Paleologos. What's good, Nick at night?
What up? How's it going, bro?
It's going, and here we are. Oh, you got some planetary cosmos going on behind you.
I'm stuck in the stars. What can I say?
I was gonna see Uranus. Well, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. Woo, that was funny. So I got two things for y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a haiku, and then Brew, I'm gonna ask Ashley to help me with an improv poem. So here what we're gonna do. Haiku first. For 9/11. Two towers fallen, gone but never forgotten. May the souls find peace. Haiku. Now, La Bruja, I want you to give me a topic. I'm going to improv a poem right
Oh, if anybody wants to help me in the chat, though, let me see. You're gonna go off the dome is basically what you're telling me right now.
Hell yeah, I'm going to go off the dome right now. I'm doing something I've never done before. That's
brave. So why don't you just, go.
Oh, I see some things right here. Okay, all right, that works. All right, oh, yeah. All right, so here we go right here. All right, we got some stuff here. All right, I love it. Let's get it. All right, let's do this. What happens when you cross werewolves with witches? Is it freedom? Is it the fact that when a werewolf meets a witch, what happens in that chaotic battle? A storm that is torn from poverty and riches right there. Riches in mana infested within. This is what happens when you enter a fantasy novel. Supposed Bermuda Triangle right there where storms rage on through everything, spells cast with arcane alchemy. The planets align up to give beams out from the Ceres system itself. Jupiter, with all its power, blesses Meryl Streep, her amazing role as the witch. Witch from the east battles the Ked werewolf, waiting for the next move. It's like a game of chess if you think about it. As queens try to conquer kings. We're seeing the fact that you are trying to conquer every woman out there. You know, you're trying to fuck over all the women. How disgusting can you be? I mean, let's think about it here for a second, people. The states Georgia, Florida, Louisiana right there have women's names in them. Tennessee is used as a pickup line as seeing the only 10 that I see. Huh? Think about it right there. These people you condemn as witches, you try to burn at the stakes in Salem. Not this time you're going to do that because we have more flame than you will ever have. So watch what match you lit, what spells you try to cast. We match your flames. Water. Extinguish out. Try to do this.
Whoa, I'm melting. So much witch talk. Wow. That was bold. Let me unmute everybody because that deserves a little bit of participation since
Oh
everybody.
yeah, that was
Great.
that was
Good job,
great.
Nick.
Like
Good
the,
job.
the
Good going.
freestyle regime's
Oh,
gonna get everyone
yeah.
with the words.
Yeah. Oh
Thank you,
man.
everyone.
Woo.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wow, that was cool. Nick Paleologos going off the dome, just inventing in the moment for the inspiration. Thank you, everybody that put words in the chat. It takes some serious courage to do that. So, Nick, you did it. You did it. I'm afraid to do that. Sheesh. I guess the stars are aligning for you. Let's see what's good now with Ron Trankler Thompson.
Yeah, and Nick is going to have to teach a class on how to do improv. That was amazing, Nick. Good job. Good to see you again, Labrua, twice this week, and especially after last week, and everything that we shared last week. But I'm glad you're back in, happy spirits. And I'll see you Saturday. You're going to have your next stage garden, right?
Yeah, Stage Garden Zumba on Saturday, 9/11. It's going to be at the, ay Dios mío. What is the name of it? It escapes me now. That's so terrible. It's going to be at the, oh my God, I'll tell you later. But I wanted to thank you for being so open and so vulnerable as well. We did share a lot last week. We really, right. Not Claremont. It's
Crotona Park.
Crotona Parkway. Thank you, Marilee. Crotona Park. But yes, last week, we really, that's why I just love our community so much, because we hold each other, we hold space for each other, for our truth, for our, our pain and our sadness and our, and our victories too. So thank you, Ron. You are awesome.
Well, I appreciate it. So are you. I'm still not going to read what I meant to read last week because it includes me harming a fly, which was buzzing around in my apartment. So I'm going to table that for another week. But I'm glad that what we shared last week, all the community. But I'm going to read, this week was Labor Day. So here is my thoughts about Labor Day. It was Labor Day on a Monday, a holiday. The sun shined that day, but the day was a bit gray. You see, labor is treated unequally in our country, in our very lands. The hardworking people don't get paid fairly, even when they work with their hands. In contrast, politicians quarrel and bicker and waste our money. They almost do nothing for us, yet reap all the benefits and the honey. Or stockbrokers on Wall Street who determine the fate of our finances and retirement accounts. They earn way too many millions, way too many dollar amounts. How about nurses, teachers, janitors, store clerks, and delivery women and men? They were the ones who powered for us through the pandemic every day, again and again. Yet their salaries hardly pay for their own food or rent. Their work's income, unfortunately, make very little dent. They are the real laborers, along with many other hardworking people from coast to coast. They should earn the same as a senator or an investor at the most. Society and government does not appear to appreciate their contributions, but they are what keeps us alive. They always have solutions. So on this Labor Day, I salute the bus drivers and train conductors who drove me close to my COVID-19 vaccine appointments, both for the first and second dose. To the farmers and food workers who ensured last year we did not run out of food. They got me through quarantine. I give them my gratitude. To the network and IT technicians who kept running the internet and cables under the ground, I was able to stay alive via meeting my friends and fellow open micers in Zoom year-round. To the companies and employees who brought oil to my building's boiler through every storm, thanks to you, my pandemic indoor living through last winter kept me warm. To the scientists who investigated the virus and put the saving liquid into a shot, you gave us back our lives, our health, our daily happiness, our outdoor spot. My happy Labor Day wishes go to all the people who every day work hard. You're efficient, you're skillful. I give you my best regard. Keep working. I appreciate you, and I believe society soon will pay what you deserve, what you are worth. Your efforts and work you do for us will eventually be compensated here on earth. I celebrate our real laborers working for us on Labor Day. They always give us a sunny day, even when it all appears to look gray. The end.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Ron.
Well said.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
The ending.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you.
Woo! That was dope.
That was dope. Ron, you're getting better and better and better and better and better. And I just see it. I see it. I see it in you. You know, even your delivery, your comfort. I'm just thrilled to know you. What can I say? Awesome. Okay. I haven't seen Unmesh in a while. I'm ready for some Unmesh out in India. What is good, Unmesh Mohitkar?
Hey, love, bro, a long time. How are you?
Okay, I'm much better today. It's great to see you. What are you gonna do for us?
I got two short ones. Here we go. I'll make it quick. Engulfed in fire. Engulfed in fire, fortunes misfiring spectacularly, raging fire, drinking last drop of water swiftly. The first one. Second one. Sprawling thoughts, haywire, livewire, crossfire, hellfire, ceasefire, inspire, always entangling, surrounding like barbed wire. Next one. Intersecting, intervening, interjecting, interfering, intermingling, interrupting thoughts. Dancing naked, causing havoc, burning chaos. Skimming through the faces, he understood. He needs to dig deeper into the eyes, dig deeper into the eyes. And this is the last one. Preacher, teacher, prisoner, jailer, friend, enemy. Preacher, teacher, prisoner, jailer, friend, enemy. Hunger in different shapes have consumed all. Hunger in different shapes have consumed all. This is the last one, sorry. Nimble-footed, gliding through rocky shores. Nimble-footed, gliding through rocky shores. Kite in hand, flying towards magnificent tomorrow. Flying towards magnificent tomorrow. Thank you.
All right. Let's unmute everybody.
All right, go for it.
Yes,
That
Unmesh. Yes,
was really good.
Yeah, all right.
Beautifully
yes,
done.
yes.
Yes.
Love your passion.
Yes. You had me at the dancing naked. I was like, yes. I was like, he's doing some stuff in the woods. He's nimble-footed, dancing naked. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Thank you everyone. Wonderful. I got to open mic. Let's unmesh life every Saturday, 8 p.m. India time. That is 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or New York time. Please do join. Thank you.
Thank you. Unmesh though, that microphone, it's making a whole lot of noise. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I like you better without the microphone. It's like
Oh. That was the special effect.
You gotta stay super still if you're gonna use it. But thank you, Unmesh. Great. Yeah, and Unmesh Life on Saturdays. Okay, Amanda Villanueva, La Tormenta, what's good? La Tormenta means storm, for those that don't know what La Tormenta means. Even though the word torment is there, she knows how to torment you too if she wants to.
I definitely do. I'm not proud of it, but it's a skill.
Be proud of it, shit.
Is that something I want to be proud of? Like my ability to like torment motherfuckers? I don't know if I really want to be proud of that, but I can do it. So let me get into my piece. Thank you for having me. My piece today is called Rebound. Nearly profound how a clown thought they could nurse this hurt. Instead, nesting a deep purple hearse, quenching deep green, unfulfillable thirst. Surprise, I've been practicing. Surprise, I've been prancing around lovers who know how to pour into this vessel, collapsing stressors. Sirena says, take this L. Sirena says, mind your business. Sirena says, turn your camera back on. Sirena says, you make me sick. Sirena says, I am not your rebound. Nearly profound how a clown thought they could nurse this hurt, thought they deserve a seat in this peach tree turned sour cherry. These arms will not disarm. These arms have no interest in another broken heart, another tormented trip down memory lane. Insane we both be, insane we both scream for ice cream of someone else's flavor, waiting for someone else to savor our sour behavior, frozen, broken, open, trapped underwater. This daughter needs time to swim. With all the lies she's been fed, with all the lies she's fed herself. What is a feast without a soothing beverage? Is it death? Is it the taste of choking just to remind me of you? My eyes dance to smell the back of their sockets, to unlock the chakras I forgot were there. I stare into a world where I never need to say this again. Where being spoiled is the furthest thing from sin, where my win is not slang for your competition. I have forgiven every crooked witch, every crooked fist who robbed my possession of innocence, snatched my heart, my arms, my time, just to spit flames back in my face. This disgrace still tastes like your favorite poet, still tastes like the one who will never work your middle again, me. Neither friend nor foe lose control over thee. We see clearly you still dreaming of the one that got away. The love that fell astray, the half-assed maintenance, the performative patience, the poems that barely made sense. We confess to shit we never meant. We repent with our fingers crossed as if to say, I was created to shatter these rules. We some fools, but we write some bomb-ass poetry. We make some bomb-ass food. My people, the storms, born from young lords, smooching ass to get this southern stubborn tongue to understand they just fans. They could never hang with this devilish plan. I've been too blue for a blues poem. My waves deep, yearning for consumption, poisonous waters, said consumption won't rupture. Kryptonite of lava equates deep waves, too poisonous to sink into, fucking on bathroom sink, yearning for consumption. I've been too blue for a blues poem. Avoiding falling into you, like a discombobulated jello stool sculpted for chaos, perfected for collision of storm meets cotton candy, rough meets vulnerable, avoiding falling into you like a discombobulated jello stool sculpted for chaos. Body parts melt like buttercream, but not before standing strong and hard. I designed by supernatural tentacles, and you worship every scale, every layer of withering skin, every angle of reckoning, destined to stand tall and loud, missing a mermaid's song, sweetest taboo humming in the background, waters of deepest teal conceal fears. My lover, be right here under this tongue, under this poem that manages to take me back home. And dancing with you be a kaleidoscope ride back to heaven, back to the earth that birthed us, back to making love as sunflowers kiss us, as sun goddesses wish us the best we never had. We still each other's #1 fan. We still dance like our ancestors demand. And we still let go like this breath be the last one. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
That was amazing. That
Oh
was
my
great.
gosh.
Wow.
Sis, you did the damn thing like always.
Wow. Wow.
Always doing the damn
Nah,
thing.
that was crazy.
Did the thing. The
Facts.
words.
That was crazy. That was crazy. For real.
Oh, that was
Wow.
bananas right there. Wow.
Yo, off the chain.
I can't get over it.
Off the chain.
The lies and the lies that we've been fed and that we feed ourselves. Ain't that the truth? Wow. La Tormenta Amanda Villanueva. That was very wet by yo. Too blue for a blues poem. I know. Thank you for that. We're going to go into our next poet very gently because her name is Gently. So let's take it easy.
I love that.
Hi.
Hello. So I have a poem and it's called I Need Me. I'll read it to you gently. I've been having the feeling that I need me. I have so much love to give, but the only person who knows exactly where it hurts, all the trauma and injuries, all the hidden crevices filled with anxiety and uncertainties, is me. After years of pained pleasure, I want me to have and to hold forever. Take me on long walks, out late, luxurious dinner dates. I've been having the feeling like I need me to give the same love I give to everyone else. I look in the mirror at a woman who is divine, completely whole on her own. And I enjoy loving and being loved, but I also enjoy sitting in silence, no one disrupting my energy. I want more time to know the woman who has never left. She shows up with no one else when no one else will. I want to feel completely understood by her. I want time cherishing my voice, reminding myself of its validity. There's comfort in my own arms, comfort in my own body. I have so much love to give. It's time that I reserve some of it for me. And I've been having the feeling like I need me. So excuse me as I pour into her with steady hands. She's my new expertise. Thank you, guys.
Oh
wow.
Nice, Jenny. One of
Incredible. Beautiful. No doubt.
Bravo, Gently. Thank you so much for that poem. And that, what a reminder, you know, yes, to reserve some of that love for ourselves. We give and give and give. And let me tell you, everybody's loving it. We love Gently, that's for sure. One of us, thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon. That was too cool. Did you want to announce anything? Because did you want to share?
Oh, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Gently.
Follow her. Thank you, Gently. So sweet to hear you. Loved it.
Time is ready. I'm trying to coming through soon to tell me.
Okay, Trav. Okay. Tesosomok, el profesor. It is time for the Tez Talk. What's good, Profesor Tesosomok? Apple for teacher. Que lo que?
It was good to have you back.
Thank you.
I know you were swimming on the boat there.
Yo, you saw that video?
Yeah, I was like, damn, man. He's going to get caught up.
It was a miracle, honestly. It was really a miracle.
So I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to do a haibun. And so it is a literary form from Japan combining prose and haiku. The haibun is broad, frequently includes autobiography, diary, essay, poem, and then usually it's supposed to be very present, like what you're doing right now. So this piece is titled Los Maizales, the cornfields. When you get to the start of the surcos, the furrows, philosophy stops, discourse stops. The pathos and arrows of the self will have minimal transcendental impact on the clodding hills. Your nose is looking for the comfort of the Preticorian scent, like the buffalo rolling its upper lips behind the cow and heat. You only understand that if you know anything about animal husbandry. Your hands are looking for the dark, organic, spongy matter that will lower the pH when animal matter and cellulose decay. The pungency will hit the back of your throat like a well-spiced main course. You reach for the seed, which is life and stasis, and singulate 2 seeds to hedge your odds at worst case 50% probability of germination. You pound a hole at the zenith of the furrow and bury 2 seeds no deeper than ½ an inch to an inch. Cover lightly like powdering waffles in the morning. Provide the adequate space of 8 to 24 inches, depending on the nutrient density of the soil and the demand of the future plant. Repeat until your back aches, or you run out of rows, or you run out of seeds. Like a good roast, it's not how fast you sear the flesh by fire, but rather the slow feeding of a baby till the furrow has ingested water and is fully saturated, and you can stick a fork in it like a good roast. Provide sunshine and time. And then the haiku closes it out with bright Monday morning, Indian corn, tassel bloom, the perfect kernel.
Wow.
I put such a perfect form for you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That little kernel of beauty at the end of one of your great essays. That's so nice, man.
I learned something, that's for sure. I just learned something about a haibu. I thought he was saying hi boo. I was like, oh no, it's actually a style. Okay. I'm telling you, I always learn something and my mind expands with Tesosomok.
It sounds better than triolet because it kind of sounds like toilet. So I don't know.
Okay. That's so cool. But did you want to announce anything, Tez? No? Well, wait. Ooh. One more time.
I put it on the chat. I'm good.
All right. Gracias, profesor. My mind always expands. So I saw Larry is not here. I saw David is not here. Larry David is definitely not here. But we're going to go with someone that is super talented and his videos have been killing it. Let's go with Anthony Meziano.
Hi. Hello there. I'm going to have to go really fast because the thing I'm doing tonight is kind of long. So pardon my speed and try to keep up. So as you guys have heard, I have this show coming up and I decided to do a little piece from the show. This is going to be from like the middle of Act 2 with absolutely no context. So it's going to make no sense. You're not going to know who any of the characters are. So let's dive the fuck in. Here it goes. Bob gets home. Grandma is soothing me. She goes into my mom's room with Bob and Dorothy and shuts the door. A little while later, they come out and tell me what happened. Well, your mom is possessed. And for the next couple of days, we're going to be performing an exorcism.
Can't hear you.
Wait.
For the next 3 days, my mom is locked in her room. Bob and Dorothy are clocking in and clocking out, tag teaming the exorcism, sometimes going in together. Now, I'm not seeing any of this because I'm still going to school every day, but when I am home, I do hear the occasional sounds. Mom is cursing and writhing. Now, they say that she's throwing out all the crucifixes in her room, that they have to tie her hands to the headboard, and when they splash holy water, it leaves welts on her skin. Well, finally, her door is cracked open, so I peek in. And there she is, tied to the headboard like they said. And she looks pale. She looks drained of life and covered in sweat. Then she sees me and yells at Bob to shut the door. But aside from this glimpse, I'm not witness to anything. And to the best of my knowledge, based on everything they tell me, most everything is happening while I'm not home. So the best that I can do is enact for you what I believe is happening exactly as my 13-year-old brain is certain it is happening right now. This is the third and final day of the exorcism, so things have escalated quite a bit. The first day was light, very mild, barely spotting. They tied up her hands, put the crucifixes back, and strung up the garlic. Couldn't hurt. A few light prayers. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Easy, we've all done it. The second day, things got a bit more intense. They splashed the holy water. The bed began shaking. My mother, Carrie, was growling and hissing. And her Franklin Mint Princess Diana commemorative plates fell from the wall. A wise investment destroyed. But today, Bob walks in and shuts the door. And there's a chill in the air. He can see his own breath. Carrie is backlit by the touch lamp on her nightstand, and he can barely see her face, but her eyes are bright. A pack of cigarettes flies across the room. Bob scrambles to find a Bible passage, Leviticus 11:10, and all that have not fins and scales in the sea shall be an abomination unto you. And my mother loves shrimp, so things get ugly. There's a scream. Ah! Dorothy gets thrown across the room, knocked out and thumps to the floor. Bob takes his cross and presses it into my mother's chest, and it sizzles and smells of the devil's bacon. The bed begins levitating. Your mother sucks cocks in hell. Ah! And then the demon possessing my mom says, your mother sucks cocks in hell. Ah. Green vomit projectiles out of Carrie's mouth. Canned lima beans, boiled cabbage, the remnants of all the shit that Dorothy made us eat in one putrid mass exodus. Things get so out of control that Pope John Paul II himself flies in from the Vatican, comes into our trailer. We have the space, it's a double wide, and begins praying over my mother in Italian and Latin and Pig Latin. Santo Padre, in sana famina, upstay, evil day. Her head spins around a full 360 degrees like this. Except her body doesn't move, it just stays like this. Suddenly, an explosive light shoots out of her body toward the sky, blinding bright with a deafening sound. Mom, Bob, Dorothy, and Pope John Paul II scream so loud no sound comes out. And my mom wakes up. And she sees Dorothy. And she sees Bob. And she sees Pope John Paul II. Who the fuck is this guy? And that is exactly as I am certain it definitely happened.
Wow. I wish I knew you when I was a kid. We would have played so many fun games. Right? What, everybody, please chime in.
That was hilarious.
That was crazy.
I love it.
Oh my God. If
Thank
you live
you.
in New York and don't go see his show, you are sinning.
I agree. And it opens in a week. It opens next week. In fact, it's opening so soon that next week you'll be blessed by probably not having me being annoying and loud here talking about my show, because I'll be doing my fucking show, and you should go to it. Thank you very much. I'll be quiet.
Yes, Anthony Meziano. My goodness. Wow, that was so creative. You are just killing it. You're killing it. You're not just squeezing it hard. You're killing it. That was hilarious. I love the lighting. Only you. I haven't seen a flashlight used so like professionally in my life. I squeeze really hard. Go see his show. ISqueezeReallyHard.com. It's all there. And there is a code for a discount code. You write Nuyo and you get a discount. So thank you, Anthony. Super talented.
Thank you.
Amazing. That is no damn joke. Sheesh. Whoo, let's all breathe. Exercise. Right? Okay. Edward Foreman is up next. Let's see what's good with Eddie the Fireman Foreman. Poet.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Hope, glad. And I'm so happy to be part of this protesting land. Everybody deserves a very big hand. All right. My name is Ed Protesta. Hope they're feeling fantastic. Please enjoy my rhymes so you can so you can enjoy my rhymes so you can all feel sublime. So please listen to my chime. Hola guapa, congrats, Miss Director. You're an awesome connector and reflector. You're a protester and photographical projector. I'm feeling that the Nero is going to get even better. And I'm sorry for your dear friend, but it doesn't mean it's the end. There's a few words I recommend, which is an angel is loved and has transcend because he was a potastic godsend. All right, this is gonna be a little bit of spicy, a little bit enticing. So if you don't wanna be dicing, so please, I ask you nicely. All right, this is called Supernora Euphoria. I want you so badly, it drives me batty. My mind's getting a little hazy, you drive me crazy. Your glazed, scrumptious body was tasty, or maybe I'm just thirsty. Please forgive me, but you're so freaking sexy. My cognitive device can no longer hold this enjoyable imagery. I don't have a choice but to create this old enticement, potastical enticements to seduce you with my worldly assassinations. Let my hips soothe your physique as my hands control your essence. Let's dance the night away with a scorching and passionate kiss. Let my words touch every single part of your body. My words will reach your burning so quickly. Let me make you wet and dripping as the sea. My tongue is a strong piece as it creates the lines that slide through your crease and wants to give you a soft sexual release. Weaving flawlessness through this old poetry, exciting the senses to make you bathe in a euphoria ocean and lower your defenses. You're fine, you're yourself senseless. I'm here to feel your sexual wish. I drink your passion emotions as I create waves in your ocean. Actually, speaking the idea of me driving in your sexual chime excites me greatly. I'm slowly entering your unique perfection. I'm trying to beat, sing, and play towards your satisfaction. I listen to your breathing and wait for your penetration. I'm tuning into a very pleasurable and burning combination. I'm particularly engineered to have you release the same jokes over and over. Don't shake away, please relax, and please move in closer and closer. I continue to push your buttons and flick your switches and listen to your cues. I even move in multiple positions and go into your different avenues. Get lost in old illustrations, coloring this protested demonstration. The sexual penetrations hopefully warm you up to receive this protestic situation. Thank you.
All right. And the Fireman Foreman. Does everybody want to say some heat? Give him some
Get
love.
it.
Yes, get it, bro.
Sir, yes, sir.
Get plan.
Yes,
man. Keep the spice.
Yeah,
Makes everything nice.
that's right. Always
Oh my goodness. All right. Thank you so much. How many love passion poems do you have? I mean, my God, that's like a Bible. You got like a Bible's worth. Thank you, Ed, the fireman, foreman, blazing it up with the passion. Oh, Kingsley chimed in. Oh, he's quoting in the chat. It affected, it had its effect. Okay, the Kama Sutra is on. Let's see what's good though with Bo.
Hello, how y'all doing? I don't know how to follow up with that, but I have a couple pieces. I don't know if it's as explicit as Mr. Foreman there, but I think I got a little heat myself. I'm gonna do two pieces. One is just a poem, and then another is a little song. First time singing, I'm a little nervous singing, but I think I'll be all right. The first poem I'm going to recite is actually going to be in a book, poetry book, I guess I'm going to be writing, I'm not really sure. But in this book, it talks about the different perspectives of the good and the bad in relationships. So I wrote poems about intimacy, some crush poems, some breaking up poems, some cheating on, cheated with. And this poem I'm going to recite, there's two perspectives. It's titled, What Are We? When you ask me, what are we? What I really meant to say was, I just want to fuck. I want to act like we're in a relationship, but realistically, I'm still stuck on my past. Because the last person I trusted left a mess. It ain't last, and I know that it's crazy, right? Who would have guessed? When you ask me, what are we? What I really meant to say was, we can go out to eat, but please don't post me on your Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat story. To be honest, I just don't want anyone to see what we do, how we communicate, and our explicit activities. And if you do post them, please delete it. Because when you ask me, what are we? I honestly don't know. I just don't want you talking to anyone else, and yet here I am, talking to every other soul. When I ask you, what are we? What I really meant to say was, we go out to eat, we take care of each other, and I feel whole with you, but do you even feel the same? Or am I just a distraction for you, and this is just another one of your games? When I ask you, what are we? What I really meant to say was, I'm not talking to anyone else but you, but am I stupid for thinking that you would do the same thing too? You see, because when I asked you, what are we? What I really meant to ask was, can I finally post you and brag about how good you look? Post you on Snapchat, Instagram, and even Facebook. Because you see, I'm tired of tweeting and posting subs. So when I asked you, what are we? What I really meant to say was, yo, stop playing these fucking games and just tell me what's up. All right, that's the first piece. All right, the second one, I've been a little stressed lately from school, a little tired, and one of the best way for me to kind of cope is just sing some songs, especially like old songs. A lot of my friends tell me I have a old soul, whatever that means. But I'm gonna sing one of my favorite songs. What was it called? It's called I Wanna Know by Joe. So some of y'all may know this. I'm just gonna sing the first verse because I feel like if I sing more, I'm gonna fuck up. So It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. And every time you come around me, I get weak. Nobody ever made me feel this way. Yeah. You kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. So I wanna know what turns you so I can be yours and more. And I like to know, I like to know what makes you cry, so I can be the one that always make you smile. Girl, he never understood what you were worth, and he never took the time to make it work. Baby, I'm the kind of man who shows concern. Yes, I do. In any ways that I can please you, let me learn. So I wanna know what turns you on, so I can be yours and more. And I like to know what makes you cry, so I can be the one that always make you smile. Girl, you know. Oh, that's it. Oh man.
Yo, that was hot.
Thank you, sir.
Fire!
Bringing joy to the world.
Yo, I love it, man.
That was fire.
Oh,
You're singing.
I wish I want to know how to play the guitar like Bo.
That was fire.
Right? Nice job. Yo, I'm so happy that you took the leap and trusted us to share your voice with us. I mean, because I had seen the guitars behind you. I didn't know if that was just, ornamental. But you killed it. Dope. So talented. Everybody's so talented. Okay. Now, let's see what's good with Julian Matthews from Malaysia.
Hi, can you hear me? Is it good?
Yes, we hear you. How are you today?
I'm good, yeah.
What are you going to do for us?
I'm going to do a bit of prose about snakes.
Okay. What time is it over there?
10 a.m.
Wow. That's cool. Thank you.
Snake stories. My mother had a relationship with a snake. I don't say this lightly or in jest. She really believed in it. Once when I came home to inform her I was getting married, she said the Pamba, in Tamil, snake, already paid a visit and told her the news. Similarly, when we were expecting our first child, she already knew. The snake had delivered the message. I never questioned it. When I was 13, we lived in a row of terrace houses that had an abandoned area behind that was covered in undergrowth, which attracted all sorts of creepy crawlies to the kitchen at the back. One day we discovered a black cobra that made its home in a hole next to the drain pipe in Mom's kitchen. I remember the drama of luring it out with hot water with each of us armed with something, a bat, a broomstick, a hoe, a machete ready to strike, and screaming as it slid out, raised its hooded head, and somehow all of us missed the target until my mother stepped in and sliced it clean through. She was always decisive that way, never showed fear, made me suck it up when I came crying from a fall or a cut and sending me off amid the snot and tears to get the plaster myself from the medicine cabinet. She did hug and show deep affection like most mothers, but only when I was little. But I sensed immediately she regretted killing the cobra. She was Hindu by birth and converted to Catholicism when she married Dad. The killing of a snake, even watching it being killed, is a bad omen. She must have made amends later, as is the Hindu custom, to future snakes that showed up. I don't ever remember her killing another, so the snake or snakes that came after must have come, delivered the message, and left in peace. I never knew whether the snake delivered only good news though. She would never tell us anyway, if we were bad news. Sometime later, there was a story which made world news of a rubber tapper being squeezed to death by a huge python. Another man had stumbled upon the scene when the snake was in mid-swallow and it was killed. It literally had bitten off more than it could chew. My dad read the story out loud to us with a mixture of awe and sly humor. Of course, later there was a consult with the 4-digit book with the fierce Chinese god in front that had tiny drawings which corresponded with 4 digits. You looked up a drawing, usually it came to you in a dream, and tried your luck at the 4-digit lottery shops. I don't think the snake number brought Dad any luck, no matter how many combinations of it he tried. Just like the unlucky, hapless tapper who couldn't be revived. My mother has passed on for over 4 years now. The other day, my wife had a vivid dream of her, which she remembered. She said my mom was hugging me tightly, something we rarely did when I turned adult. I wondered whether there were snakes in heaven, and whether one came to her again, sending us a message through a dream. Maybe it was good news, maybe it was bad. Hey, we know mothers and all dogs, as a matter of principle, are sent to heaven when they pass. But what about snakes? Is there a place even for them there too? Years ago, when I told the story of Adam and Eve to my children, I thought after the fall that the snake logically had to follow them out of Eden. Who would the snake torment or tempt in paradise left by itself? No snake is an island. And I wondered about all the snakes in my life, the reptilian and the 2-legged kind, whether it was worth forgiving and reaching out and just moving on without the drama, without the need to assuage and make amends. Maybe it's the uncoiling of these times that left some of us spiraling into apathy, less serpent, more servient. Some days I've had enough snake in me to swallow me whole. Most days I just want to curl up and be left alone. And then it occurred to me, maybe there was never a snake in my mother's back kitchen after all. She just used the story to remind me that there's a bit of snake in all of us. Sometimes the snake in us makes us hiss, bite, tempt, or torment others. Sometimes it can constrict or wind us up. Maybe to move forward, all we need to do is make the choice to shed old skins and be remade anew. Maybe the snake is just here to be the bearer of the message, the lesson from all this death and dying. And like my mother, we need to make peace with it and let it go. Maybe we just need to listen to the sound of our own rattle and find our way back to Eden and never ever again kill the messenger. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, Julian.
That was amazing.
Wow, brilliant.
Every word.
I love
Great
that.
piece.
Devastatingly beautiful.
Word.
Yes.
Word.
Well said.
Facts.
Devastatingly
Tremendous.
beautiful.
What a wonderful piece. Julian Matthews. Wow. So just, I love the symbolism. I love the, what do you call it? It's like superstition and, that mix of, and then that, what her abandoning her original religion, but still honoring it still within. I loved it. Julian Matthews from Malaysia, letting us know what's good. Brilliant. Beautifully done. You always kill it, Julian. Okay. Robin spoken word. Let's see what's good with Robin.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Perfect. This is my first time doing a virtual open mic.
Okay.
Been like a year and a half since I've been to the New Yorican. So yeah, I'll do something short and sweet. Hope you guys like it.
Where are you in the city?
I'm in Jersey City, so right outside of the city.
Oh, cool.
The other city.
Well, welcome to the virtual New Yorican Poets Cafe. Take it away.
Thank you. I don't believe in love at first sight, but I do believe love is the sum of parts. It is deconstructing two people in trading pieces until both see the puzzle inside the bigger picture. How can you love me? There's so much that you don't know about me. Like, I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV because I think television is a brainwashing conspiracy. I'm just kidding. I'm not crazy. I just prefer Netflix. Or did you know that I struggle with OCD? Struggle in the sense that I built a prison in my mind and then just got used to the crooked walls. Sometimes I say things just to watch them wither in the air, not on purpose, but by habit. Glass words that shatter beneath airwaves, parallel mouths that never cross. I talk at people, not to people. I'm too afraid people won't talk back. I'm too afraid I'm too much like most people, or not enough. I'm too afraid of too many things. But spiders and snakes are not some of them. Because I've kind of gotten used to the idea that the things in this world that will hurt you look like they don't want to. Or did you know that I used to run every day? You can say symbolically, I was running for my problems, but getting older makes you tired of running and of hearing your own complaints. I also used to count sheep before going to sleep, but veganism taught me that's animal cruelty. So now I lay awake and count regrets. I used to sleep much better. I used to never drink coffee just to show that I have my life together. I used to lift the world in my body weight. I used to never say I used to. And you are a well put together outfit. You are the 6th attempt at a new hairstyle. You are one trip from the car with 12 grocery bags. Your mornings in Sicily and midnights in Paris. Your rain after a rain dance. You are eating yogurt with a fork. Your confidence and coolness. Your confident coolness. You're clearly much better with words than I am. You're everything I want to be. So deconstruct me. Find pieces of me hiding in the open like memories in dehydrated form, shared over cold nights and warm Thai food dinners. Try to paint the picture before falling in love with it. And I'll admit, I'm still trying to fall in love. Not with the person I used to be or with the confident, cool person I'm trying to become, but with the person that I see in the mirror every morning. And maybe then I can believe in love at first sight. Thank you.
Whoa.
That was beautiful. I really like that, Robin.
That was wonderful.
There.
That was
One of
amazing.
us.
That was amazing.
One of us.
One of us. One of us.
Wow, that
Come
was
back.
Yes. So great, Robin Bass. Thank you so much for joining us. That was really a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
I'm so glad you made it here virtually. I guess everybody could follow you at Robin Spoken Word.
Yeah. I don't have announcements or anything, but that's my Instagram. So happy to be back. You guys are genuinely amazing. I'm blown away, and I'm gonna put my retainer back in and then listen to some more poetry.
I love it. Yo, vulnerability. I love it. I love it. That's a superpower. Bless you, Robin. You're always welcome back to the New Eurekan Open Mic Online. One of us. Dope. So dope. Okay. Generalissimo has a lot of food poems and things. And the one line I saw he liked was the yogurt, eating yogurt with a fork. I saw that.
There is something, when you get your yogurt from the fridge, you take it to the table and you realize you did not get a spoon, but you have the dinner plate there and you say, I'm not going to go back to the drawer and get a spoon. I'll just eat my yogurt with a fork. That's my story. Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Where did I have these for you? Because I had no eggs one Sunday morning. Shrimp, tomato, and spinach eggs Benedict. Imagine you're an English muffin, and you're hoping to maybe be toasted and spread with butter and Smucker's strawberry jam. But instead, they take you from your bag, lightly toast you on a flat top, top you with fresh wilted spinach, diced, sweetly acidic heirloom tomatoes, perfectly poached eggs, creamy, lemony hollandaise sauce, and lightly charred shrimp. Suddenly, someone pokes the egg with a fork. Its yellow flows like lava from Kilauea and mixes with the hollandaise, sending your English muffin existence into an ultimate culinary purpose. You are now an Eggs Benedict special at the Copper Kettle in Thompson, Maine. The next poem is called I So Badly Wish to Exist in Your Ink. I like watching you from afar when you write your poetry. When I hear your pen scratch against paper as I watch from the other room, when your emotions are transformed into ink, I hope the thoughts that are encompassed in the ink are about me, about how you like to lay your head on my pillow when I wake and rise before you, how those moments I am absent from our bed leads you to my scent, how I taste your tangerine mint lip balm whenever you enter a room, how you allow me to win arguments that have nothing to do with you and everything to do with my need to vent, how my mirror is more honest when you look me in the eyes, how I'm no longer afraid to cry in front of others, how knowing you exist in my life tells my tears it's okay to fall, how the sound of your voice lets me know hugs still exist. I hope the thoughts that become your poetry are laced with love that I feel for you, the love you infused into my heart for love. Do poems with multiple homes pay extra property taxes? Home is not always a place with a roof or where I lay my head. Home is a place of comfort, a cocoon that allows me to fly away when I need to. Home is coated with familiarity, but can exist in total newness that becomes familiar. Home is where family is. Family is not always necessarily blood, but those who are willing to share your wounds, address them without asking. Family can be home personified. Home can be when another poet reads a poem I wrote aloud, as if I wrote it for their voice. They read my words and tell their own story. My words dress their wounds unintentionally. Their voice cocoons my story, allowing it to fly somewhere new and a place familiar to a voice that found a home in my poem. My poem is as brand spanking new as it is familiar, and I have found a new home in someone else's voice. One more, the least sweet fruit on planet Earth. I am a connoisseur of sour grapes. There are people who claim to love the taste of sour grapes. To be palatable, sour grapes must always be sweetened and or spiced up exponentially. Making sour grape jelly takes an inordinate amount of sugar. To ferment sour grapes, one must submerge them in at least 1.5 times the volume of raw honey for at least a month. Sour grapes are most often used for vinegar, but the vinegar can only be used in small amounts. No matter how sour grapes are consumed, no matter how sour grapes taste in their altered state, sour grapes are still sour grapes. Sour grapes will always cause heartburn in one way or another. Thank you very much, La Bruja.
I was wondering when those grapes were coming in. Thank you, Generalissimo. And you're not done, right? You're going to introduce our next poet.
I'm just going to, yes, I am. I'm going to put my info in the chat after I make the introduction. So I saw this man's little block, and he had his real name, and his name is Lantern Carrier. And that is because he lights the way for so many people. He is from England. You come across a poet that makes you just sit back and say, I want more of his poetry. And his poetry will blow you away, but also keep you grounded at the same time. He is so in touch with the earth and humanity in a way that no other poet you have ever heard is. And I am not exaggerating. Mr. Lantern Carrier also has as many scarves as Ray Jane has pairs of glasses. So take it away from London. Here is Lantern Carrier.
Es muy amable, mi amigo, es muy amable. Muchísimas gracias. Paul the Apostle, in his letter to the Corinthians, said that Christ died so that others may live. Fast forward to the 21st century, and John Lewis lived so that others too would live. He lived to show us that when tenacity of perseverance is strong, man can even conquer state-sponsored betrayals, that the highest ideals of liberty, equality, justice, and the pursuit of happiness is worth fighting for. John Lewis lived to show us that when resolve is steady, then it is possible and achievable to fight against bigotry and oppression with a strong spirit of love and goodness. John Lewis showed that no iron bars could imprison the spirit, that a more inclusive America, with its richness of diversity and culture, would be a lot stronger. He bathed in the rays of lustrous light so he could dance with the dreams of tomorrow's vision. John Lewis treated everyone with dignity and respect simply because it was natural or innate to his character. Sometimes jailed for speaking out, he believed that if the cause was just, we should all hold to a purpose and conviction. John Lewis lived to show us that the spirit of ahimsa, of activism through nonviolence, was but a powerful vehicle for necessary change. He helped many to overcome the fears and insecurities, hatred, and division. When this black son of Alabama, USA was being buried, there was a double rainbow over the casket. No surprise for a man with the unshakable conviction that hate and fear had to be answered with love and hope. Lewis's clarion call, get in good trouble, necessary trouble, and help redeem the soul of America, was repeated several times at his funeral. He wrote an essay just before his death. We're all complicit when we tolerate injustice, Lewis wrote. Each of us has a moral obligation to stand up, speak up, and speak out. In my life, I have done all that I can to demonstrate that the way of peace, the way of love and nonviolence is the more excellent way. Now it is your turn to let freedom ring. The long march is not yet over. The race is not yet won. No farewell, John Lewis. We shall listen as your heart sings and the sunset prepares flowers for another rising dawn. We will grieve and lament with funeral songs and fiery speeches, while you dance with shooting stars, holding the scepter of Jesus the Christ in the New Jerusalem. We shall hear the bugles blow and trumpets call as you rise again in the haven of the beyond, chanting Alleluia to the drum makers for justice, for love. Lantern Carrier. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yes, I really like that. That was great.
One of us, one of us,
So
one of
beautiful.
That was really beautiful, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Lantern Carrier. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. It really was, like if it was from a pulpit, but, but in a forest at the same time. I loved it. Thank you for joining us. What a pleasure to hear you. Generalissimo, tremendous job introducing. I hope to
Thank you, Generalissimo.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I have many friends here.
Yes, a lot of friends.
Yes, I have many friends here.
Well, you have another friend right here.
Thank you, Labura. Thank you.
Beautiful to hear you. What a blessing. Loved it. And love the scarf.
Thank you.
Okay. So now let's go with Marissa Prada. Hi, Marissa.
What is up, everyone? Oh my goodness, Lantern Carrier, La Bruja, he is truly a treasure. He's not even a national treasure, he's a world treasure. This man and his poetry, I've been honored to get to know this year. Thank you, Lantern. Also, thank you, Scott Pleasance. Scott Pleasant sent me a pleasant gesture. He sent me his book, you guys. Go get Scott Pleasant's book. That man. The selflessness of Scott Pleasant. Thank you, Scott, so very, very much for that. Please feel free to come find me, Facebook, Marissa Prada, Instagram, Prada Painting and Poetry. This Saturday, we are doing a tribute to open mic for the 20th anniversary of 9/11. There will be 10 poets on there from all over Facebook and Instagram. They're all veterans, first responders, maybe retired, maybe active duty. And so please come and cheer them on. It'll be at the Word is Right, WRITE, and I'll drop all that stuff in the chat when I'm finished. La Bruja, I send a lot of prayers for you this week, my friend. I'm glad to see you're here. Yes, I'm hugging you every damn day. Just know that. Every damn day. All right. This poem is titled Nowhere Land. I'm retiring it after tonight. You called me comfortable in my life, as if every day I wasn't screaming out for you to take me far, far away from this jailhouse, homegrown Stockholm syndrome, dis-easy does it, easy bake oven overture to this need to be free, seen. As if every day I wasn't screaming for you to save me. Show up and scoop me up into imaginary arms of unknown rapture. Full-blown dynamite expedition of every road I never knew. I knew you'd show me. But now I only play in the sandbox. MIB, flashy thing in my face. Erase yesterday, yesteryear, never, ever, lest you're nearer. Too close to fear, too close for comfort. You fuck. You went and fucked it all up. Maybe you never thought I was real. Maybe you didn't think I could read a map or smell the ocean screaming California in my soul. Loving you was my prison, was my sentence for a time, is on my side. Yes, it is. We promised never to leave, never to give in to the spoils of war. And now everything is spoiled for a time is on my side. Yes, it is. Why? Why did you do it? No explanation like all the rest, so I lay you to rest amongst gargoyles. Hope hemorrhages from talons overlooking Killian graves beneath weathered statues of granite. You deserve to weather every storm for all time. Spouting peaceful silence now, never to spit tight lines of lies at another mic. Just sit back. Watch all you love die in front of your eyes, unable to move or cry or die yourself. Doomed to stare with dry eyes wide open, teeth frozen, wings hobbled by heavy stone. Mortar, murder, mystery, never put out of his misery. Attack forfeited, future all but evaporated. For you will look out, cast your gaze upon the last blade of grass, last butterfly and beast, last river and rainstorm, last daybreak in sunset. You will watch the last human standing fall, beg to live, then succumb to death and dust and nothingness. For when we all perish, you will still be left to feel the frozen, quiet loneliness of your destiny for millennia. You will watch skies as they burn red, feel the ground rumble and rise as the globe splits in the middle, and all that thrives inside spews out, consumes the rest at last, including you. And you shall never move, and you shall never rest, and you shall never find peace. This is your punishment. This is your destiny. This is still not even close to what you deserve. Thank you.
Wow.
Fuck yes.
Marissa, you never
Yeah.
cease to amaze me. That was another amazing poem.
That
So
shit.
good.
Tired of
So
that.
fucking good.
Incredible.
That shit up.
Next week for you.
What the fuck on? We out here.
Whoa. Yo,
I'll
that
do-
was so powerful. Marissa Prada. And you're gonna put that poem to rest? Man.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Marissa, thank you. Did you want to say anything else?
Oh, well, I mean, my book is available to purchase, Conversations with Grief. Shout out to the next 10 poets, right? Come to the website, redorgreenbooks.com. The incredible, there's 5-6 new yo poets that we're launching in this fall, this winter, that I'm so honored and blessed to be working with. So please come visit the website. I'll drop it all in the chat, redorgreenbooks.com, and get their books, please. Let's support our community. I'll drop the link also. Tonight after this, we have the mental health open mic at The Word Is Right, and Lonnie and Blue La Poetess are leading it. So if you don't have anything to do after this and you'd like to come, it is a beautiful, safe space. It's not recorded or anything. So we'd love to have you. I'll drop the link in the chat. The Word Is Right. Thank you, La Bruja, for todo por todo. Gracias.
Wow, Marissa, so sweet. So there's an after party after this. Join Marissa in the space. Yes, go in there and vent. That's so healthy and healing. I love it. And you, Marissa. Mwah. Okay, Nicole is up next. Nicole Hernandez McGuire.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Bruja. Hi, todos.
Hello. ¿Dónde tú estás? Where are you?
I'm in Queens, New York right now.
Okay.
So I've been in Queens, New York forever. I don't know why I'm saying now, born and raised. But it's been 15 years since I've read poetry. This is the first time I'm doing it in such a long time. And I've never read with the New York Poets Society. So I'm super nervous. But
Do you want us to pop your cherry? Because that kind of merits. Now we pop her. Come on, 15 years?
Yeah.
That cherry grew back.
Going back.
So let's do it. We going to pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop. Ladies and gentlemen, back on the scene. Show some love for Nicole.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a lot of pressure following that wonderful performance, but I'm really, really glad to be among such talented and supportive people. So thank you. All right, so the first one is a really old one. It's called New Orleans. Slow rolling waves rock us gently left to right, and colors of the sky turn prettier at night. Fingers break through barriers of salt. The river entraps us in her many mysteried vault. Later in the land of vampires and ghosts, bare-breasted girls catching beads from moving floats. Wind carries salt from skin and salt from bay. Wicked town by night, blessed place by day. Heroes in brass and copper perched high convey the nobility of her rich history. Slow-moving tourists mimic slow-rolling waves, only whispers of memories of their own enclaves. That was the first one. And this one, cute, is a little newer. It's untitled right now. My dad was a canvas, painted with the colors of his barrio. Crimson from the lips of the many girls he pursued, gray from the concrete streets that grounded him, that tempted him. Violet from the flesh around his eye when he didn't quite land his left hook, but someone else did. Brown from the little bags of powdered cheap escape, littering the clubs he so frequently played. He was a sculpture, forged from the steel of the rails leading to 116, tall, twisted, and not at all flexible. Solid enough, however, to protect and encage a thing of beauty. My dad was a song, a deep and penetrating sound of slamming hand to hide, a steady rhythm one is forced to follow that sometimes overwhelms the melody, bars and measures, notes kept in strict time. Thank you.
Whoa, what a classic style you have, Nicole. I loved it. How do we follow you?
Oh goodness, I have an Instagram. I'll post it. It's nicolita.mcgee. That's all.
Nicolita.mcgee. Everybody, yo, show some love for Nicolita.mcgee, because that was wonderful.
Right now, Nicole.
One of us.
Yes.
One of us. One.
So beautiful. Really, really, truly classic style. I just loved it. I really, really did. Bless you. So glad that you're back on the scene. So happy that you joined us tonight and that I got to pop your cherry. It was delicious. Good cherry. Good cherry. Yes. Nicolita.mcgee. Okay. That was so hot. It had like a very Emily Dickinson at the top. Like in the beginning, it had a very Emily Dickinson style. I felt that. Okay. Enough. I must go on. And we are going to bring up Traff the Poet. Welcome back, Traff.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What is good? How you doing tonight? Good. I'm good. I'm happy to see you. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes. So I'm gonna do two pieces. I had to change my shirt, put on my traditional Ethiopian shirt for my lady, because I'm thinking about her. So this first one is an old piece I wrote in 2008, but it's applicable not only to her, but yeah, y'all will see. And then the second piece I wrote like while we were doing this. So, all right, this first one's called The Marathoner. The race is not given to the swift. For your heart, many suitors suit up. Sleuths speedily sprinting for your prize. Their pride won't let them face demise from other guys as they scuttle to satisfy the delight of their eyes. But your worth surmises more than a prize or trophy to be showcase of victories symbolize. Your essence can't be won only by efforts done in a hurry and frantic footsteps to reach the line. Outer beauty is detected in a moment, personality in a week, character in a lifetime, divinity in eternity. Baby, my steps tread tracks with favor, constantly carrying words catered to you. Cooked in God's kitchen, specified orders from the throne, handcrafted by angels, wrapped tightly in grace to cover the plate. My love for you is constant, like the sun's rays on the earth, like the ocean's soothing waves, like a beach's endless sand, like the softness of God's hands. The race is not given to the swift, but love endures through a paced foot. And the second one I wrote today, doing this thing. And I don't have a full title for it, but I'll just call it Productivity. An avalanche of emotions rushes my mind, covering productivity, missing Zoom calls, trying to stop time and close in these walls, stuck in an outer dimension, imprisoned by proclivities. Mobile phone blasts, surround sounds abound with distractive calls. Boredom bolsters blatant backlog of undone tasks. Indifference, my alibi, aligned with allies of non-communication, excuses. Sluggish travels through the present,
sauntering slowly to satisfy every ask. Deadlines are flatline despite organizational attempts to induce perfusion. Beneath the lackadaisical layer is a hard worker. He's been submerged in debt, broken promises, and COVID-19's impact. Separation of prior order, delegation, socialization, everything's a merger. The living room, bedroom, dual roles as an office and home, personal zone ransacked. Lockdowns, masks, social distance, and vaccines necessary to sustain life. But politicians, Google MDs, PhDs, and every armchair quarterback with an opinion in IG, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok following, spreading misinformation are rife, threatening eventual settling for the resumption of stability and national ID. The pressure produced makes a pound feel like a ton. It feels like Atlas finally shrugged, tired of the world's problems. Jobs advertised but hard to come by, sent out multiple applications but none contacted. Hope and happiness starting to be retracted. Despair robs them. Eyes open but mentally shut down, sleepless siesta. Ironic reality, the world has embraced logical fallacies, spreading coronaviruses, sipping coronas, unmasked, dancing in fiestas, overloading hospitals, hooked to ventilators, regretting choices, dying in agony. 2020 was prophesied to bring clarity. Hindsight, insight showed collective inner insanity. Compassion is needed. Grace and love with sincerity. Global suffering. Tussling with PhD and heart and humanity. While we press forward, trying to work through pain, seeking healing, group therapy through poetry, music, embracing our families. I pray in the fire for survival and stress reduction, internal annealing, burning away the tumult of the day, calming calamity. That's it.
Yo, fire, new shit right there, yo. What? He wrote that with us? What?
That was really good. I really liked that, Trav.
Let's go, Trav.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
That was dope, Trav. Definitely.
Incredible, Trav. Ooh.
Like my grandma said,
Right
The
now.
fucking goat. What you mean?
Right?
Me.
God.
So good.
Inspired in the room. He felt the vibes and just went with it, writing it. That fire new shit. Trav the Poet. Thank you. And much love for representing your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Sweet. I love it. I love that. Okay, so let me mute everybody and then we're going to go with Alda, La Latina Poet, who says she's a little bit nervous. So we're going to show Alda so much love, right? We got you, Alda. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am good. Where are you tonight?
I'm in the South Bronx.
Yeah, the boogie representing the BX, baby. So you know you're good. Okay, take it away.
I have came here a few times, but I was always too afraid to share. But now it's my time. I feel that it's my time.
Is it your first time or?
Yes, it's my first time. I've never did any of this.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm gonna unmute everybody. This is a test because I would like to try to sing this together. It would be so cool. If you know it, sing it. When I go like this, it's pop, pop, pop. When I go like this, it's pause, pop, pop. When I go like this, it's pop. Okay. Let's try. This is an experiment. We're gonna get into this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. We're gonna pop Alda's cherry. Here we go. We going to pop the cherry, pop the cherry, pop the cherry, pop the cherry, baby, pop.
No feedback at all.
That was crazy. That was a good experiment. I hope you were happy with that, Alda. We all popped your cherry tonight. Let me unmute. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it's about my experience. So it's called A Common Suicidal. Black Death. Why do you seem so scary, yet sound so sweet to me? The feeling of wanting to die just to be in peace seems to be the only escape for me. Isn't Black Death so beautiful? You know, the thought of dying in Black peace to gain that relief, the relief that we call paradise after death. I would rather be there than here. Come on, please, family and friends of mine, just let me be. I beg you. This life of mine is not worth living. I'd rather just end it now. Let me experience a Black death so I can finally feel my mind, body, and soul at ease. What a common suicidal she was. As time progressed, the suicidal thoughts began to increase intensively. It then hit her triggering point when she decided to overdose on sleeping meds. As she awakened an hour prior in her closet room floor, she immediately told her mother. As a common suicidal, mother called the police. In tears, she was because she did not want to be seen as a common suicidal. She was only 18. So, yes, indeed, she was a common suicidal. And that was my title. That was my title. I am not proud of it. However, I will admit my past was my past, and it will never be forgotten or erased. My choices felt limited, childish, and foolish. I am no longer titled as a common suicidal, but I am a suicide survivor, and that will always be a part of me. I would like to end this with an apology to myself and to you. I want to thank my dear friends and family for not allowing me to go so dramatically easy. As a common suicidal, I was. I apologize to myself and to you for the moments that I settled for less than I deserve. As a common suicidal, I was. I apologize to myself and to you for talking down upon myself. I have a purpose in life. My life is worth living for. I will not allow either of those things to happen again. I can and I will affirm and value myself more. As a common suicidal, I was. Thank you.
Oh my God. Wow. Alda. Oh my God.
Oh, that was beautiful. So beautiful.
Love you, Alda.
I'm glad you decided to
Good job.
Yes.
really
Yes, Ida.
Shit.
Just wow. Just Alda, thank you so much. You know, September is Suicide Awareness Month, you know, and I lost my friend just over a week ago to suicide. And, you know, and I'm just to hear your poem, you know, it touches my heart. I feel the strength in it. Huh. You are so blessed, and I'm blessed because you're with us. You're here. We popped your cherry. You're alive. You're tremendous and beautiful. And from the boogie down Bronx, you're a warrior. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Yo, let us know how to follow you, please. I'm gonna ask to unmute you again. How do we?
You can follow me on Instagram, miss underscore dot AT. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
Okay, type it in the chat so that we have it all clear. And mwah, yes, came out swinging. That's how you do it, with raw truth. Wow, just okay. You already know. It is done. You're official. You're a poet. That's it. That's it. Okay. So this Saturday, I am going to meet this man in person, finally, and his beautiful wife in person, September 11th, Saturday at Crotona Park in the amphitheater. We are going to witness the magic that is Joski C in live. Yay!
Hola, bruja.
Hola.
Hey, so I'm here with you in the city. I'm in a hotel room without my, usual trappings, right? So I don't know if you can hear me or if it's worthwhile. Do you hear the guitar?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then.
Loud and clear.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm surprised. Okay, so I have a poem and a song quickly. The poem is called Two Storms. We flew into a hurricane, watched trees limbo and twist in the sideways rain. Desperate travelers, we sought respite within walls of a city hotel. Soon, wind began to wail. Objects not nailed down sliced the air like meteorites, arcing over the bed. So I clasped my hands behind my head, surveyed the floor for damages and for distance to the door. Nowhere is safe, no one is warm, forced to choose between two storms. Listen to the waters, listen to the waters. Storm come raining down, wash away the cities and the towns. Watch the world drown. Listen to the waters, listen to the waters. Ain't no our boat big enough to save our sorry souls from ourselves. What does it take to shake you awake? Why aren't you learning? The whole place is burning as hope melts away. Like the glaciers we pray, these for-profit hearts melt first. Listen to the waters, listen to the waters. Say goodbye, everyone, we won't be returning. All our dreams are burning in the sun. What does it take to shake you awake? Why aren't you learning? The whole place is burning as hope melts away. Like the glaciers we pray, these for-profit hearts melt first. Listen to the, listen to, listen to the waters, listen to the waters, listen to the waters, listen to the waters.
Thank you, Joseph.
So may I say, we're in New York City now. We had tickets to come in Thursday night, right in the middle of that whole big mess. So, but we were able to kick it down the road 2 days, and it all worked out good.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
That was beautiful, sir.
Thank you.
Joski.
Thank you so much. I'm surprised you could hear it. I could barely hear it myself.
Oh no, it's not loud and clear. Just give me what I'm gonna see live.
Oh, I can't wait, Bruja. I'm so far beyond excited, words fail me completely.
So happy. Can't wait.
Yes, so 3 o'clock at Crotona Park Amphitheater. That's it. Wonderful. Yes, I got the email about the film. Yes. I have a role. I am Poet 1, I'm told. I'm like, okay.
You can let it off on the poet.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Much love to all of you.
Much love to you, Joski C. Wow. Yay. And Deneen, yay. Woo. Listen to the listen to the oh my gosh. So cool. Okay, we're going into the waiting list now. Classics, the writer is up next. Show some love.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
How are you?
Can't complain. How are you?
Good to see you. Where are you tonight?
Brooklyn, New York.
What you gonna do for us?
Today, I'm going to do a song called Just Breathe off of my 2-track single called Hey Freddie. My alter ego's name is Sleepy. Freddie, you could put that together. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna start. Just let me know if like the volume is good. You know, if y'all can hear it. All right. Yeah. I talked to God, she talked to me. Said I can have anything that I dream. Whether I beat on these mics like Joe Jackson with the slow rapping, or I go fast in my belt for the summer and the winter. Season 9 gonna be a sight to remember. Reaching the sky is not a reason to be on a high. I got people a fiending to ride for, ready to die for. This remind me of a Tribe Called Quest on the low end. Niggas stay fly to the death. Looking at the lines of regret. Down in the pit where I drowned and I wept and I found what protects me. Breaking the ache that constraints and arrest me. Shaking the place where my heart gets rocked and the space get testy. My heart just stopped and my faith just left me. Popping the sight to sound off. Hopping the bike to town hall. I'm down for the fight with outlaws. Shorty might cry when she see me outside on the tube like a military wife. Got surprised by the groom. Eyes full of gloom like I'm down in the dirt so my style just blooms. Found my roots so I could boost my volume. All you need to oblige is the method of life when you living on the edge. Control like scissor, hanging by a thread. No, I'm a sinner, but instead I pretend like I'm perfect. Not even sure if I'm worth it. I'll find out when that day is over and I need some closure when my heart is broken. Just breathe. Just breathe. Yeah.
Whoa, that was fire. You gonna do a second one or just that one? That was dope. Wait. How'd you get muted? Unmute.
Appreciate it so much, y'all. I don't even know like what the time thing is, but next week I'm definitely gonna come through. You know what I'm saying?
Fire. How do we follow
so
you? Classics the writer?
Yeah, so it's Classics the Writer on every outlet other than TikTok, but don't worry about that. So on Classics the Writer, it's just CLA. You can see it here. It's literally Classics the Writer, IG, YouTube, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, projects out, new stuff coming. I have a track dropping on Saturday night, 12 a.m. Yeah.
Yo, you killed it. Your flow is fire.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure to hear you. Much success.
God bless y'all.
Much success to you.
Likewise.
Okay. And BK repping. Did it. He did that. Ooh. Okay. And now to close out the evening, let's join with Julia Parsley.
Hi. I've never done
Julia.
Hello.
It's okay. We're holding space for you. Don't be nervous. Is it your first time?
Yeah.
Woo! We got 3 cherries tonight. I'm gonna sing it alone this time because that was too cuckoo. Julia, I'm about to pop your cherry. Are you ready?
Sure.
We going to pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop, pop. The cherry, baby. Pop, pop. The cherry, baby. Pop. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, show some love for Julia.
Okay, I'm going to read a couple of poems. This first one is called Keep Me. The walls are melting and I'm staring at a picture of you in my head again. Your face is almost accurate until I look at it closely. Then the edges melt and dissolve, the proportions blur. And I wonder, do you stare at my face in your head? Do you love me too, really? Walls are melting. And I can't think about the things that happened because then I'll melt with the walls, my hands ice cold as time stalls and I sink into the floor. Permanent compression, deflation, as if time owns me already. All I want is to be loved. Not the sad kind of love or the fake kind of love or the I'll use you till I lose you kind of love. Not the temporary kind, the conditional mind, not the I'll keep you until everything that I find. Not the I'll always care until you mess up. Not the I'll only stay until you fess up. Not the dissatisfied after all I've employed. Not the wave after wave until I'm rendered destroyed. Not the rip everything out and leave me void. I want you to want me. Really, me. If I were to unravel in the breeze into long furls of cotton and completely lose my solidity, I want to know that you would hide me and keep me in your chest. Keep me, really, keep me. And that's Keep Me. And the second one is called Icarus. And this is Icarus. The sun has breathed on me since I was born, melting down my neck, painting me in red and icy heat, keeping me up at night awaiting its return. Maybe because the sun was so big and ever present, I didn't realize when I'd gotten too close. Fly higher and higher, Julia, fly higher and higher, keep going, fly up. How do you know when you should stop, when the sun has always been so large in your vision? How do you know when it's too much, when you've reached the maximum and for any change, the only viable direction is down? How much greed is too much and why am I so stupid? How much is too much? How I wish I'd just shut up and kept it to myself. Fly higher and higher until your skin melts off and the sinew holding your wings to your spine is incinerated and you fall lower and lower, faster and faster, deep into the sea. So that one's depressing. And the last one I have is this one. It's called 10 Words. And this one's a little more like messy, I guess. But yeah, so here's 10 words. I don't know how to stop thinking about you. And I hate it. And I love it. I loved it. Now I hate it. That song on TikTok reminded me of the time we danced to it at Amity. And I didn't know the words, but you did. And I wanted to be in your world so bad, but you wouldn't look me in the eyes. And now I have your cooking supplies in my house and a box with your handwriting on it, your name in all caps, and I don't know. I thought you loved me. Who can blame me, really? I'll be your family. I'll be there. We'll figure it out. You're not alone. I'm not angry that you said those things to me. I needed them. And I believe you genuinely meant them and still do, but I thought you wanted me along with it because I did. This paper is wet and I hate it. I didn't realize I was deep in until I looked up and suddenly you were my home. And I can't feel anything now because I've been crying for hours about how my life fell apart just right. And I changed everything 180 degrees. And now I'm in a big apartment alone. And all I've thought about for the past 2 months is having you here with me. What am I doing? The right thing. I know that I did the right thing. But God, what am I doing? A year ago, I was an academic with the next 50 years planned out. And now I'm just, you made me realize I didn't want a PhD. I felt you moving faster than I was, and I cried as I wondered why I had to be stuck, and I made the decision to follow you, and I regret nothing. And I fell in love with you hard the day we were sitting on your couch, and you were showing me pictures of houses, and I was just happy to be next to you and hear your voice and thoughts, and I just wanted to be next to you forever. That day I learned what love is. I thought you felt it too because of how you looked at me. I have good intuition. I thought I saw it on your face. I still don't understand, and that's why I can't let it go. That's why I can only cry when I listen to music and not while writing this. Chasing you through the MoMA, noticing that you didn't stay when I paused at exhibits. I haven't felt anything for anyone in a long time. Shatter me with 10 words over lunch. Okay. That's everything. So thanks for listening.
Wow, Julia, you're brilliant. Oh my God, let me unmute so everyone else can tell you how brilliant you are.
Yes,
You are brilliant.
How dare you
oh
be
my God, let's do
Yes.
Yes.
Since it's just a scene, let's get a picture of it.
How you pop it, Julia, and embrace it.
devastatingly real and fucking.
Wow, you are not alone in that big apartment. We're all with you, Julia, and we just love you. Tremendous. Oh my God. Wow, what a night this has been. All of you, do you realize the talent each of you has? My God, I could cry if I think about it too hard. I love you guys. Oh my God, I get so mushy because you just, my gosh, I have no words for just how amazing the poetry that I heard tonight, everything that everyone shared. Wow, tremendous. Don't you dare stop. Don't you dare quit. When we do this live, you better show up and keep signing up for this online open mic. We're a family here and you are included. Mwah. Desde New York, La Bruja te adora. I just love you. Everybody, you're so blessed. Don't you forget it. You got a friend in me. Buenas noches. Good night. Woo! Wow, that was amazing. Holy crap. Okay, I'm crying. Who's crying? Is everybody else crying? Okay. Gracias. With all sincerity and all heart. Thank you. Bye. Oh, you want me to rap? Oh man, I'm gonna rap next time. I wrote my name on an open mic list to spit. It was a lunar eclipse. It was 1996, April 3rd. My spoken word the first time was heard and I emerged as a New Eurekan poet. I didn't even have a flow yet. Bobito hosted. The seed was planted since then. I just had to grow it from the time I was 5 when I learned to recite from my mom, who herself couldn't read or even write. She was my beacon of light. She changed the course of my life. And all of you have been so fabulous tonight. Mwah! Peace.